This comes from a new interview you might have seen over the weekend. Shirley Ballas has described how she and her partner, Danny Taylor, shared a loving moment together in which Danny peeled off Shirley's false eyelashes and used a baby wipe to cleanse her face of makeup before saying, "There she is. There's the girl I'm falling in love with." It was a beautiful, intimate moment with them. She spoke about it in the weekend papers. She obviously found it something that was really beautiful. What do you make of the whole idea of being, you know, called a girl, Denise?
Right, OK. Well, at 62, I think it's probably unlikely that I would be called a girl by anybody. But what I don't mind, and I know Janet does, what I don't mind is if people would say, "Oh, here's the girls." I do remember that song, "Here Come the Girls," being that one. Yeah. Carol McGiffin and I getting on an aeroplane a few years ago to go somewhere, and Chris Gere, my actor friend from Waterloo Road, singing "Here Come the Grands." I remember that to the same tune. But yeah, I don't mind if people say, you know, in our audience days, if they'd go, "Here's the girls," but they don't. They say, "Ladies, here's the ladies."
I hate that even more.
You hate it even more.
Oh,
Lincoln says to me, if Lincoln's trying to wind me up and I'm being really not very nice, he'll go to me, "Don't be a nasty lady, be a nice lady," like this. But the one word that I can't bear is the word that my dad uses, not really for me and Debbie, but is dear. I just think the word dear
it's
is
like a great big blanket of
patronising.
Patronising, yeah.
And I say to Dad, he'll go in a shop, you know, and go, "Sorry, dear." And I go, "Dad, please don't call people dear."
Why? Why don't you like it?
It's just the most awful patronising. It makes a 30-year-old girl seem like she's 125.
It means you've got one hand on the coffin lid,
oh, God,
honestly.
yeah, it's just an awful word. But as I say, I bring it on. I'll take anything at my age
Any compliment.
Yeah.
Stacey, what do you reckon?
I don't even think about it. What do you... oh, God, I was just about to
girl.
tell Joe, what do you call me? What do you call me? Bubs, love, hun. I'll answer to anything, Andrew, if I'm honest.
Do you know, it's so funny because I'm all right with girl, and and that with the Shirley thing, it was a beautiful sentiment and a moment between the two of them. For me, weirdly, it's darling. It sets my teeth on edge.
It depends on the way it's said, though, because
when it's like, "No, darling, that's not how it's done."
that's a bit like dear.
It is like dear.
I mean, but Shirley Ballas isn't a girl. She's a woman. She's 40. She's 60 years old, and I find the use of the word girl there completely and utterly patronising.
Oh, I think it's
I'm
lovely.
sorry. If anyone called me a girl, I would be furious. I came out of the womb a fully formed person. I am a person in my own right. I do not want to be called love, darling.
Has anyone ever peeled
girl.
your lashes off and said something like that to you?
Yeah. But they've said, you know, any talk about my sex life is not going to be...
off limits.
It's off limits. It's too fruity for daytime television. And now I'm getting all anxious, even mentioning the fact that, yes, I have a sex life, isn't it? Extraordinary pensioners still do. But I hate people calling me lady.
Lady.
That's why I like the Little Britain sketch of the ladies.
Well, do you know really? Honestly, Stacey, you were saying what Bubs, hun, all this sort of stuff.
Yeah,
What's Joe called in your phone? What do you label him as in your phone? What is
Joe?
it?
What?
Joe Swash with a kiss at the end.
Joe Swash. With a kiss at the end, in case there's another.
Yeah, just in case I forget which Joe Swash it is.
Oh, do you know, Nick's called husband in my phone, and I've got this in my car. There's this button that you can press that you can, you know, if you want to keep your hands on the wheel, and you just press it and you go call. So I do this. The first time I did it, call husband, and it came up with, "Which of these numbers would you like me to?" I know I've had 3, but even the car has given me shade.
by the car.
So there.